So the question is the cost selection problem in the problems that the game theory problems at question 9. So the basic idea is if a course has more people in it, then it is harder. So the payoff that I get is the number of people. So number of my classmates, which is more people is better for me. But it becomes harder, so there's a trade-off between how hard it is and how many people I'm taking the course with. So I think the hardest thing is to write down the best response function. Well, it can be done intuitively, but maybe with algebra, I think it's better because in this case, the difference between the payoff is only one, so it's actually not as large as you thought. So how hard it is, the trade-off between how hard it is and how many people there are is actually very small. So let's do this. So we need to know the payoff. So no, before that, we need to know what n minus I is. So as usual, we just define it as the number of other people who are taking one of the courses, maybe equal to 100. So let n minus I be the number of people who are taking equal to 100 other than I. So this is always important. We don't want I to be counted twice. So not twice, once. So payoff from two things, from taking, so first from taking this, second from taking ECO206. So I need two payoffs. And this payoff is actually harder to write than usual because when the course is harder, there's a difficulty. When the course is easier, then there's no difficulty. So that's why we need to break into two cases when we write down the payoff function. So we need to know how many people are in my class. So in equal 200, I'm taking that. So there are n minus I other people who are taking this, and plus 1 is me. And then the number of people in the other class is this, 200 minus, no, this number is bad. 200 is not the, it's the number of people, total number of people, minus this. So this is the number of people in 200. This is the number of people in 206. And if 200 has more people, then it's harder. So the payoff I get is this subtracted by the difficulty. So the difficulty is just difference between these two numbers. So difference between these two numbers. So just copy this and take the difference, and notice that it cancels out, so it gets still not very difficult expression. So it starts this if, and now we need to simplify this. This is 198, so 2n minus I is larger than or equal to 198, so n is larger than 99. So in the other case, our course is the easier one, so there's no difficulty level, so we just have that. So this is just the number of people in my class, and we don't subtract the difficulty level because it's 0. Similarly, we do it for the other one. So how many people are there in the other class? Because I am now taking 206, so there are only n minus I people taking 200. And if this is larger, means that course is easier. I mean, that course is harder, so my course is easier. 206 is easier, so 200 minus n minus I. So this is number of people who are taking 206. And then, so I just get the number of people. So my payoff is, again, just the number of people in my class, which is this. And similarly, no, maybe we should simplify this. So this gets to n minus I being larger than or equal to 100. So let me cross this out. And so the other case is a bit harder. So this is the number of people subtracted by the difficulty is the number of people in my class minus the number of people in the other class. If my class is harder, so these two will cancel out. So we're left with only n minus I. So the expression is still simple at the end. So then the last step, write down the best response function. So best response, which one is better than what? So it seems it's at the beginning it seems it's hard. So maybe let's divide it into three cases. First, when it's less than or equal to 99, then it's this case and this case at the same time. So we don't care about 100 yet. So comparing this is add 1. There's no add 1 here. So this number is larger. So equal 200 is obviously better. So the other case is when n is larger than or equal to 100. So it's this case and this case, because larger than 99 implies that it's larger than 100. So comparing this number and this number, this is one unit larger, so this is larger, so taking 206 is the best response. So the thing that I think you are confused is because in my answer I had this as 100. That's actually wrong, because when you substitute into 100, you actually get to, I mean, you actually get, when you substitute 100, you get 100 here and 199 here. So it's actually the best response is 206. That's why I had 100 here. It's wrong. It's actually 99 is the right answer.